Firecracker Jazz Band here in Spindale. Welcome, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having us.
It's great to have you. We're looking forward to chatting and finding out all of what's going on with Firecracker Jazz Band as we get through the session, which is made possible by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. But first, do you have a song?
We do.
Yes, we're going to start out with a track from our most recent record. We're going to be playing Copenhagen. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And we're off. Firecracker Jazz Band, live on WNCW. It's great to see you all again. I'm sure you probably remember the last time you were in Studio B. It was a little over 3 years ago, and you were the last session in Studio B because, like the day after maybe, it was immediately after that.
We were advertising the CD we had been spending the last year on, and our big CD release party that we were advertising was the day of lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah, and then so we didn't have anything in Studio B for a long time. Very glad to have you back. How was it? I mean, you released the disc, you were having the release party, and literally it didn't happen.
It literally did.
How did you weather all of that?
Yeah, it was pretty quiet for the whole world, for a little while.
We have some CDs left, actually.
Yeah, we still have some CDs left, amazingly. But we came out of it and we made it through, and we think of those who didn't. But we made it through, and we're happy to be keeping the spirit of the music alive. And it's a lot of the 20s were a hard time too. People had to persevere then, and we're happy that we've made it through. We got some new faces in the band though too. We got some new members since a few years ago,
And some old members.
and some old members. Yeah, yeah.
Don't forget the founding members. Yeah, let's have a round of introductions.
Let's see. We're gonna start from best dressed. So Earl Sakis on the
Earl the
trombone.
Pearl. Earl the Pearl.
A founding member. And that actually, we should say 20 years this year. Firecracker Jazz Band been around for 20 years. Jay Widenhouse, another founding member, trumpet.
Thank you.
And we've got Mike Gray back again. We brought him back into the band.
Old member.
He was in the band for several years, and we just brought him back in the past year. He's on drums. And our bass player, we've got Mr. Derek Spivey playing bass with us now. And our newest member of the band, we have Dr. Gary Rodberg on the clarinet and reeds. And of course, we have another founding member, Jason Krekel, playing the banjo and guitar.
And let's not forget, on the piano, Mr. Andrew Fletcher.
I'm still 13 years in with the band now. So
Andrew, just young as ever. I tell you, Andrew, if you had to peg Andrew, if you just looked at him, you would say, yeah, he probably plays piano in a jazz band.
People like their music to look like it sounds, I gotta rock that.
Yeah. A lot of shows coming up this week, and then in next month, you've got the Big Secret Family Fest. I want to talk a little bit more about that as we go on. But tomorrow night at the Double Crown, wrapping up your Tuesday night residency. How's that been going?
Oh, super fun. That is that's a bar that I love to go to for music, and so it's really awesome to be able to go in there and bring our music in. And man, our last Tuesday was just a riot. We had a great time. Played outdoors. The weather was beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful again tomorrow. So hope to see a lot of new faces and old faces out there to play the last one. But I think we'll definitely be back in the future. It's been really successful.
And good hours, 6:30 to about 9:30.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's a school night
Yeah.
for those of you who need to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. That's the last week of school for a lot of schools anyway.